How's it going here? It is the Hoff, and today I'm going to bring to you the benchmarks of AMD's new Vega chips of the Vega 64 and the Vega 56 compared to the Founders Edition of AMD's 1080 and AMD's 1070. So with that, the specs of the machine are going to be as followed. The i7-7700K overclocked to 4.8 gigs, water cooled. Then I have it on a Asus 170 motherboard of the Hero Edition with 16 gigs of RAM at 2666. I have an SSD running the operating system of the 960 from Samsung, and then I have a 1TB for storage that the games will be on and running. These are going to be all game benchmarks. I'm not doing this in a bench or heaven or any of those benchmarks because really those benchmarks are just giving you some kind of score, but are you playing those benchmarks? No, you're just looking at a score. Whoop-de-doo. You want to know what it is when you're playing the games. So that's what we're going to show you. Before we get into the exact benchmarks, let me just show you around what I've done with the Office. So, first thing with the Office is, as you see above, we have my certification plaques making this Office look a lot more nice and clean. Eventually, over there will be all inside the computer. That box and everything behind the computer will be put up. You know, if you guys watch this more, then it will happen faster. And then behind we have a old world theme. Can't speak right today. And as you see, we have the maps of what is kind of an oldish looking maps up there. So again, without further ado, here are the benchmarks. So, as you've seen there, in most cases, you had NVIDIA pulling out the win, especially on the 1080 versus AMD 64. And we didn't even compare this with the 1080 Ti, as that would have crushed it. So, the AMD 56 versus the 1070 is closer in most aspects with some games. They are right there with each other. There are like one game, maybe two, that AMD is a little bit better than the NVIDIA editions. But apart from that, it's mostly NVIDIA here for the win. The only reason right now that you may want to get the new AMD 64 is because of pricing, or the AMD 56 is because of pricing, when you want to pair it up with a FreeSync monitor versus pricing compared to the G-Sync monitors of the NVIDIA graphics card. So that's something to keep in mind, or you're just wanting to be an AMD fanboy now and grab the AMD processors paired up with the AMD graphics cards. That right there would be a decent combination. Now, of course, these are Founder Edition cards, so the temps on these were pretty high going and doing all these, and the fans are not optimal right now. They will have a liquid cooled edition coming out, as well as other cards coming out from other parties making better coolers, and then you will have water blocks coming out from companies like EK. So keep that in mind as far as temps. And these were not overclocked, so they will be able to be overclocked and you'll get a little bit more performance out of them. But I just wanted to do a straight up comparison of both Founder Edition, or in AMD's case, Frontier Editions, and see how they stack up together. So thank you guys for watching, and